Hey, on this Sadidi Sunday, I hope everybody's doing good. I wanted to come on and share something with you that was personal. Yesterday, I have a 20 and a 21-year-old. My daughter's 21 and my son is 20. So he is an avid YouTube watcher, and he comes to me and shows me this video. I'll give you information on the video. The video is a mother who is literally beating up her son, who could be between the ages of 16 to maybe 21. Because even in your early 20s, you look 18 until you're at least 25, some people. He was a young kid. He lived with his mom, young boy, young man, lived with his mom. His mom was beating him like they were fighting in the street. He didn't hit her back. He was covered and protecting himself. The backstory is, and there are certain parts and elements I still need to get more of, but the gist of it is this. She found out that her son had slept with her friend, and she was jumping on him. And my son comes and shows me the video, and he was kind of disappointed. And he asked me, he was like, would you do this to me if you found out I slept with your friend? I'm thinking, first of all, no, I wouldn't jump on my son. I would probably be on my so-called friend's ass. Like, how long has this been going on? How long have you been grooming him? Because you didn't just start sleeping or trying to sleep with my son. Secondly, how old is son? This boy looked really young. I'm assuming he was under the age of 21. But nonetheless, as we all know, who are in our 30s and 40s, 20s is your first trial run as an adult. And there's a lot of maturity that needs to be gained and developed mentally, literally, and physically. The brain is not developed. It's a part of your brain, like the sensory part, that tells you common logical things that you should and should not do. And sadly, in your 20s, that part of your brain is still being developed based on your experiences and going through life, which, say, quote unquote, sidebar, this is why a lot of men have expensive insurance that are under the age of 30, because they do these nonsense things with cars and vehicles and they get into trouble. So their insurance is a lot higher because of this reason, because of their immaturity or lack of good decision making. And some women too, because women may not do things that are life threatening, but they may sell some drugs because their boyfriend is doing it in their 20s. They may be in relationships with people they shouldn't be in because of the immaturity that they have. But the point is, this woman was beating her son, and I looked at my son, and I was like, no, I'm having issues with the woman who is my age that is supposed to be my friend, because to me, if I have children and we are truly friends, my children should be like your children, or a niece and nephew to me, and vice versa. You don't do that. You don't sleep with family members. So again, why would you pick my child to sleep with? Now, granted, I wouldn't be happy with my son's decision either, because I'm thinking it's really gross for you to date a woman that's old enough to be your mother. But then you have to look at also the things and the ramifications behind a woman my age who's going to date, one, her friend's son, and then two, or even a man my age who's dating their friend's child who's in their 20s or young, and what they're doing. Like, that's train, groom, and control. Why can't you date a person or sleep with somebody that is your age? We're women. Women can find somebody to sleep with very quickly. And I'm not condoning or promoting sex outside of marriage or with various people, but it is a reality. Women can sleep with men easily. So why would you choose my son? I would be questioning my friendship with that woman and trying to talk to my son and get him to understand what he did was not the best decision for me and this woman to continue our friendship. And, her so-called being a friend. And, I also think of why she would want to be in the bed with my son. That was just sickening. I felt bad for the boy, but I told my son, no, I wouldn't jump on you. I wouldn't fight you. My issue would be with that older woman and why she felt the need to want to sleep with you when she could obviously go and be with a man her age, or even if not, somebody else's son is in their 20s and not her friend's son. I think that's actually gross. But anyways, that was just one of my little quick things that I have, conversations that I have with my children all the time. But he agreed with me. And I'm thinking, why beat the kid? That's ridiculous. The 20-year-old, even though it's an adult by the world standard, there's still a lot of maturity, like I said, that 20-something-year-olds do not have. And I'm not knocking a 20-year-old. I'm just saying y'all are green on life. And I made mistakes in my 20s too, but it wasn't sleeping with my mama's friend. So y'all have a good one.